Hello. Welcome to Party Trick Astrology.
Oh yes, we haven't said that in a while. This is Party Trick Astrology.
Shit.
Yeah.
This is Virgo moon and
Moon in the 6th.
oh, we got her right here.
Oh yes. I am the epitome when I think about it.
So yes, welcome
Some
to your
shout-outs.
oh yes, who? Virgo moons?
Alex Prem,
Oh,
our
yes!
#1 fan of Party Trick Astrology. You deserve a round of applause. It's here, Alex. You get it.
Oh my god. Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
I dated a Virgo moon once.
I should-
Oh, Victoria Silva is a Virgo moon.
my cousin Timothy.
Oh, Ben Groomball.
Oh yeah.
We always forget he has a Virgo moon because he's so fire.
So surrounded by fire.
Yeah.
Miss Gossett has a Virgo.
Of course, how could we forget that? Mama Gossip.
No, stop.
No.
My aunt has a Virgo moon. That's so obvious, honestly. Like, I remember I saw that and I was like, no, big fucking surprise here. Because like the #1 thing, spoiler alert, that my mom always talks about when she says it, when she like lived with her sister, my aunt, when she was like older, like in her 20s, she was so nitpicky about everything I did and how I lived. It drove me insane. That's like the #1 thing. And she's like, I couldn't live with her just because she wouldn't let me live. Yeah, we don't know any Virgo moons.
No, I guess not.
Honestly, that's about it. Unless we forgot you. Okay. But let's see. I like how you started out the last one where it was like, let's see, basic facts with Virgo is that it's an earth sign. It is a mutable sign, and the symbol is the Virgin.
And it's ruled by Mercury.
And it is ruled by Mercury.
Which is,
yes.
I feel like, the biggest thing about
Virgo. Definitely. I still think that like, you never really touch on like the Virgin symbol.
Yeah.
Other than like they're clean.
Yeah.
And the Virgin is considered
they're
clean.
It's also like, I've heard that the Virgin is like also a healer because it's very like health has a lot to do with
Oh, totally.
Virgo moon or Virgo.
Yeah.
She's carrying a shaft of wheat.
But Virgos are, well, let's say Virgos are an earth sign because they're very good at getting things done. They always want to put the responsibility on themselves because nobody else can do it better because I'm a Virgo moon and I know how I want this done. And I am the only one that can do it as well as I do it.
It can make you a little neurotic even.
Anywhere that Virgo's at, it adds the neuroses to that placement, definitely. It is a mutable sign because Virgo serves others, and you're all about change. Like, I don't know, would it be like changing yourself almost to serve others correctly?
I feel like the Virgin is like one symbol, but like the servant could very easily be like
I think
another
that would make
Virgo
a lot
symbol.
more sense.
Yeah.
Because you're all about doing things for the other person.
Yes.
Almost.
And because you're mutable, you're more submissive, more easily influenced. Because you're a mutable sign and you have that earth influence, you really want to get things done. It's really not a negative, you don't see it as a negative thing doing things for others. Like, it's very much
that's
in your
what makes you
nature.
happy almost.
Yeah.
And that's how you like, it doesn't, you don't think of it as a hindrance, you think of it as a like, what's the
A
opposite?
positive
Yeah,
thing.
no, totally. And also, this just actually made me think of it right now, because like Nina has a success moon, as we said, and she's gonna be the person that remembers what we were talking about when the camera cut out. It's Mercury talking, and just, it's nice to work with somebody that's a Virgo because they're a Virgo moon, yeah, because it's like a dependable, I think. Also.
Very dependable.
Like,
emotionally dependable. Yeah, they're gonna be, even if they're not loyal, they're still loyal. Because I'm just saying this because I dated like a Virgo moon and they weren't loyal, but they were still loyal. Like, it's weird.
yeah.
Loyal to
have,
you.
No, that makes
Even
sense.
if they're
Emotionally,
straight.
maybe.
Emotionally loyal.
Emotionally loyal, and also when people have a lot of Virgo influence, not to like be generalized, but like people with Virgo influence are a lot more dependable. Like, I'm never gonna be like, Nina's gonna like randomly flake on me.
Yeah.
Even though she has a lot of influence, she may flake, but she'll like be responsible with it still. Like, she'll tell me or something. You know what I mean? And so I'm never gonna get mad at her with that. And that's like really nice for all my like Capricorn on timeness.
Yeah, especially because like it being in your emotions, you really feel this emotional need to serve people, and you're not going to be able to flake on someone else because you just get so emotionally upset at the idea of letting someone down.
Yeah, letting someone down emotionally.
Yeah.
You're going to be very connected to that. It definitely is a very, Virgo is a very neat and organized position but because it's your moon,
it has to do with your appearance. So you care more about how you look, more put together. That even like the way that you look, the way that you feel, how clean you feel, how your hair looks will affect your emotional state.
Yes. And I find Virgo to be very like clean germ-wise, but maybe not organized.
Yeah.
Like I find like Capricorns to be almost more organized. And not as germy and like I don't know, like sweepy clean. I don't know if that's always true.
Virgo also rules the stomach. So you can viscerally feel your emotions in your stomach.
You can have a very sensitive stomach. And
your health is very much tied to how you feel emotionally. So my advice is to take care of yourself.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and what you eat has a lot to do with your health. So you are going to be more sensitive to what you can digest.
Yeah, like people without a lot of Virgo can eat just shit and be fine. But if you have a lot, like any kind of heavy Virgo influence, it's going to really affect you a lot more.
Yeah, even if you still eat it, it's going to affect you more than someone else. Yeah. Because it's a mutable sign, so you might not be as. You're more susceptible.
Yeah, you're more susceptible. Also, like mutable is kind of the most like easygoing one, and so you might be more easygoing to your foods in that sense of like you might just kind of eat it anyway.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that you're not gonna, have to deal with it later or whatever.
Especially because you want to be like easygoing socially. Like you're not necessarily like you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't eat that, but you're gonna maybe feel guilty if you have to say like, oh, sorry, I can't eat that. Like I have a 6th house moon, and even though I like feel so passionately about what I eat, I still feel guilty when I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't eat that.
Yeah, because you don't want to cause any friction.
Yeah.
And you don't. Mutable signs are like they want to be seen as easygoing.
Even though Virgo really
is not
easygoing.
No, definitely not. It's definitely one of the most high strung, like we said, like definitely leads to neuroses because you want things done how you do them and you do them best, and other people will not do what you want correctly, kind of.
And that was probably given to you by your mom.
Yes.
Like your mom might have been nitpicky or clean or whatever, or just like her energy made you take on this anxious energy
yes.
as well.
Virgo can definitely lead to anxiousness.
Because like we were saying with Pisces moon is more psychic, but I think the mutability of Virgo doesn't necessarily make it more psychic, but does make it more susceptible emotionally, especially placed in the moon. Like your mutable moon makes you more susceptible to anything affecting it.
That makes sense. And when you're talking about your mom, like a perfect example of one type of Virgo moms, because there's different types with every sign, of course, is like my aunt to my younger cousin. Like she cut his steak until he was like probably still, and he's like a teenager, you know what I mean? If she could, she still would, because like she's just like, oh, let me help you. She wants because she's a Virgo moon, and she gave it to her kid. She's like, let me do it for you. I love serving my children. I love doing everything for them. I love picking them up. I love like being, you know what I mean, almost in like a neurotic energy, because nobody else can do it like I do, and like, you know what I mean? And they had this mentality of like, we don't like anybody else's food because my mom does it best, because almost she tells them she cooks it best, even though like it's really just like Kraft mac and cheese. And she was very, I think one type of Virgo mom is very controlling and very just kind of like neurotic and anxious, and like
I could have been nitpicky about you.
Like about your appearance.
Yes.
They probably, I could see a Virgo moon mom being the kind of person to almost like belittle their child, but thinking that they're just trying to help them.
Yes. Oh my God, I see this so much in just like even sixth house relationships. Like if your partner's moon falls in your sixth house, this can be so true.
It'd be that kind of thing of like, well, why don't you, put on a little bit more mascara because that'll make you look better. But to that person that was receiving that, you'll be
it's like, oh, I'm not good enough.
I'm not good enough. But to the other person, it's like, I'm just trying to help you. But it's
yeah.
And you know what says something about Virgo moon? I was like, it's like at Waldorf.
Oh yeah. How do I even begin? I just saw a lot of Virgo moons not necessarily Virgo moons at Waldorf, but people that I knew in Waldorf education with Virgo moons, their mothers were Waldorf teachers. And all the Waldorf teachers all about like, oh, let me teach you how to clean up, let me teach you how to be organized and make bread and help others. And yeah, so your mom could also like, we're kind of giving Virgo moon moms a bad rap by being like, you're overbearing and nitpicky.
It overheated again, but Nina will continue.
Right, I was saying Virgo moon moms can be very nurturing in the way that they want to help. They want to be involved, they want to serve their kids maybe, but at the same time, that kid with a Virgo moon isn't going to be spoiled. They're going to take it on as in, oh, my mom did this for me, this is how I should be towards others. Or even like if they're frustrated that their mom still cooks their steak or whatever, they think like, oh, I never got to do anything for myself, so I'm going to do something for others.
Oh, I also think of like one version of a Virgo moon mom might like be that mother that is like really enjoys being involved in their kids' activities and like brings the kids' goodie bags for Halloween because she like loves serving others, and that may be something that you do with your mom. You know what I mean? That's like
she wants to help.
You're ruled by Mercury, so that's all about like communication too.
Intellectual.
So, intellect, yes. Virgos are super smart.
Yes, and like I was saying with the air signs, they kind of intellectualize their emotions, but because Virgo is ruled by Earth, they're very much connected in a very like worldly sense to emotions. Like air is kind of like up in the air, like not really connected. Anything that has Earth, you're very connected and grounded
and sensible almost.
So you're going to intellectualize your emotions more in the way of like, this is sensible to feel this way.
Yeah.
Not in the way
this
of like,
happened.
oh, I feel like
so
this.
A smart normal person would react in this way.
Which is important because you might need to calm yourself down from all that neurosis. How do you say that?
Neuroses and anxiety.
Yeah.
But let's get on to sixth house moons before my camera overheats again. Again.
Okay, the biggest thing, and this is a party trick because I have not found this untrue for any sixth house moon whose chart I've read, is that your stomach is so sensitive emotionally.
Or just having a lot of planets in your sixth house, your stomach is sensitive, but with the sixth house moon, it'll be almost emotional connection to it.
You feel your emotions very viscerally. You need to be careful about what you eat. Because I had so many digestive issues growing up.
I would have to like, I even just like last year, I had to like take you home one time because
I like ate pasta with cheese on it.
Yeah, and she felt so horrible.
Yeah, I was like crying and there was so much pain. Oh my God. And not just your stomach. Sickness in general will pop up when you're feeling emotionally stressed. There's one doesn't really accompany one doesn't really happen without the other. If you're emotionally distressed, you get sick. If you get sick, you're emotionally distressed. It really affects you in that way.
Your routine is off.
Yes, routine. The sixth house is about health, routine, and work.
Yeah, daily life things.
Yes. It's very important for you to be emotionally connected to your work as well. Like the concept of living, especially I find that with Sagittarius in there as well. The concept of working just to survive is so not fulfilling to you. You need to find some greater purpose in work. And routine. Your routine is super important. Your hygiene is important to you. Like, if something affects your hygiene routine, like, oh, I wash my hair on Tuesdays. Oh no, I have this event that goes late on Tuesday, so I'm gonna have to wash it Wednesday morning, and then that pushes back my yoga routine. And like, yeah, your health is also a very important thing for you to keep in your routine. And
well, I think a key thing that you always say, like, or I always picked up on, because you would always say it with people with 6th house moon, it's like, if your routine is off, you are off.
Yeah.
Like, your day is off. Like,
your whole day.
like, she would come to class or something and be like, I woke up late and my routine is off, and she was just fucked up the entire day.
Oh my
like,
God.
she could not get back on track.
I remember the exact day that you're talking about.
Yeah, like, but like, not only that instance, like, there's been a few times,
Yeah.
like, but like, that instance was really extreme. Like, she almost like seemed depressed. And I was like, how do I pull her out of this funk? I'm emotionally dependent on other people. I'm a 7th house moon.
Yeah.
So, I think it's a tough placement.
It is a tough placement.
Nothing wants to be in the 6th house, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing is really happy there.
No. You want to have your 6th house as empty as possible.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, we already kind of touched on this, but just to emphasize that, like, I think hygiene is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
With 6th house moons, they're never really dirty people. Or even Virgo moons are never super dirty. Like even I have a manager at work with a Virgo moon, and he does kind of definitely have that, like, more, I guess, like, grungy style, or more like, you know what I'm saying? Just like not totally put together style, but there's still something about him that, like, he looks put together every day, and like his hair might be curly and messy, but it still is, like, obviously clean, and it's like long, but I'm like, you can tell, like, he takes care of it still.
Yeah. But also, your cleanliness and your appearance has less to do with how other people, like, you think, like, oh, other people think that I look so much this way, blah, blah, blah. Like, sometimes you really couldn't give two shits about how other people feel. Especially when they're saying, like, no, it's fine, you look great. It's how you feel. It's how you feel you look. It's how you, if you feel clean or not.
I think the 6th house or Virgo placements can, like, fixate on one thing that's off. You know what I mean? Like, even I can get this way because I have stuff in my 6th house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say, like, even something little, I think, like losing an earring back. Would normally be like whatever, but with you, with like 6th house people or like Virgo moons, it can almost become like an obsessive thing, and like that could fuck you up because you're like, I feel off, something is weird. Like,
you're so nitpicky.
Yeah,
and
nitpicky,
like,
and it adds anxiety to you.
And it goes towards yourself, because like, especially with Virgo moons, like, your mom was nitpicky about you, so you really internalize that, and still hear her voice saying those things about you.
I have to say, I think a big difference with 6th house moons and Virgo moons is that 6th house moons, it's more internalized, like you were saying, like, it matters, like, if my thing is off, but with Virgo moons, they can be nitpicky about others, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And that, like, if that person's, like, almost that kind of thing where it's like pet peevey.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I hate it when other people, like, talk in my food, or like, I hate it when if somebody else, like, your hair is off, like, there's a piece missing in the back of your, like, I need to straighten that one piece of hair. I think it's a very Virgo moon thing, whereas I don't see you being like that with the 6th house moon, but I definitely see that in Virgo moon more. Yeah, you just have to think about basically with any Virgo or 6th house moon, it's like health is tied to your emotions, and that's like summary.
Yeah. 6th house moon, a differentiator is, I feel like your 6th house moon is also more about routine and rituals.
Definitely.
Than the Virgo moon.
Definitely, 100%. But yes, I think we covered everything that we know about.
Yeah.
I hope that you, Alex, got something new out of this. And
I hope it was worth the wait.
Oh my god, yes. We'll maybe see you in the next video. If we don't, then whatever. But either way, bye. Thanks for watching.
Party took Astrology. No, I said that I wouldn't do that anymore.